Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to everybody. I had a weird start to the year already. I thought I broke my car. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's my last one. And yeah, not really sure what happened with that. You know, still trying to figure that one out. But I think that the car tried to compensate too much for the back wheel spinning and ended up freaking out, shutting off the rear diff. Lost all-wheel drive for a little bit, but it came back on. Everything seems to be okay so far. Anyway, I've had a few people kind of ask me about the e-tuning process and kind of how you go about that. And some of you guys who may be unfamiliar with it, we'll kind of take you guys a little tour through how my experience was going through Tune Plus with an e-tuning. So we'll go ahead and take a look here. So first thing you want to do is you want to order your access port. Alright, so once you receive your access port, the first thing you want to do, first thing Adam was asking me to do, was to go ahead and connect the access port to the car. Now this is going to ensure two things. One, he wants to make sure that it's actually compatible with your car to make sure that there's no issues connecting it. Two, you also need to get the serial number and everything off of the car through the access port. So that's something you do have to do. Alright, so once you get to that part though, I'm going to kind of turn this away from my email here so you guys don't see some stuff here you may or may not need to see. Once you have that, you're going to send him that stuff, and then he's going to ask you if there's any modifications to the car. So the only things I had on there was the AEM filter and a blow-off valve, which really didn't make a difference for the tune. So in that case, he basically just gives you a description here. Let's just go back to the screen. And basically just kind of gives you a rundown of some of the features that you're going to see through the tune here. Basically, you're going to have the instant launch control, which we did mention, the flat foot shifting, which is not unique to just him. That is something that Cobb also offers in all of their base tunes as well. But he also gives a description right there of what each map is going to be. So slots 1 through 5 in my car, that is what it's going to be. I'm sorry if it's a little out of focus. Alright, so once everything is all good, what he's going to do is he's going to send you a base file. Now what you can do is you're going to download that onto your computer. Alright, so you would click and you go ahead and hit that download button. Alright, so once you have the file downloaded on your computer and you have the access port manager installed, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and plug in the access port. So this will be achieved through the USB cable that is supplied with the access port and actually plugs into the side there. It will turn on. Alright, and it's going to connect right here in the manager automatically. Now if you look now, I do have some other tunes on here obviously just because I've already been through this process. So once the file is downloaded on the computer, it's as simple as uploading to the access port by just going here to this button that says import file to access port. Go ahead and hit that. And you pick the corresponding tune you want to upload to it. I'm not going to do that because at this point I've already had it on there. So you would click that and hit open. Alright, now we'll bring it up here onto your access port. Now what you're going to do is the fun part, which you're going to go into your car, you're going to plug it into the OBD2 port, and you're going to flash the tune onto the car. At this point, Adam's going to ask you for a few things. He's going to ask you to do some data logging. Now, due to a contractual agreement with him, I'm not going to disclose any of the parameters in which he wants you to actually data log, because that is kind of intellectual property to his business, and I don't want to be that guy. So, anyway, you will data log a very specific set of parameters, and then you're going to just hit save in that thing, which is easy enough because you just hit the start-stop button on the access port, and then you'll actually just upload that back onto here, which again, you go through the manager, and at this point you want to save a selected file, but first you want to go to your data logs. You're going to click whichever one it is, and you're going to hit this button here, save the selected file to your computer. Alright, then you can just go ahead and email it back to him, and it basically comes out as, I believe, a Microsoft Excel sheet, and you can go look through it and look at how everything's going in the car. Now, most of the time, I believe Adam actually even says, though, too, that he anticipates that you're not usually going to be able to finish the car in just one revision of the tune. Now, it gives you a base file. Now, it can do up to, I think, 5, 6, maybe even 7 revisions. It just depends how your car reacts to each modification in the tune. Now, again, my car, I believe I ended up doing 6 revisions until I got the final tune, and each time more crazy than the next. And I think I was actually able to hit, during the tuning process, 28.1 pounds of boost, which is insane on a stock turbo on a little motor. So again, that process is basically send you a base file, you're going to upload that to your car, you're going to tune it, you're going to basically floor the car in 3rd gear, and you basically want to just data log all those different parameters that he gives you, and you're going to send it to him. He's going to make some changes based on what he sees in the data log. He's going to send you the new revision of the tune. You're going to take that revision and then re-flash your car again. You're going to do the same thing over and over until he eventually says, okay, the data looks good and your car is tuned to a point where he's happy with it. And yeah, then once you're done, you can go out and have some fun, and the car should hopefully be much safer than it is in kind of some of those base tunes. Not that they're unsafe, but again, you know, your car is going to act differently from another car as well. So that is kind of just like a general tune. You want to have something that's more specific to your vehicle. So anyway, guys, that was my e-tuning process. Again, I highly recommend Adam over at Tune Plus. The guy does some awesome work, and he does care about your car. So if you guys are interested in doing a tune for your RS or your ST even, go ahead and check him out. Again, I'll put the link down to his website down below. And yeah, so thank you guys again for checking out the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.